Our dealership has quality pre-owned cars and SUVs that will fit your budget. Our friendly staff can help you find the vehicle you are looking for. Call, click, or come by today. Use our website to browse our current inventory, contact our dealership, and use our map to locate us. See why we are the right place to buy your next car, truck, or SUV.
Paul Mosley made the decision in 2005 to make the business a go full-time. For 20 years now, he's cemented his name as one of the transmissions of choice. He's supplied many of successful names in the sport. No matter if it's your everyday driver or your hot rod, call on Paul's Transmission for your tranny needs. You can contact Paul's Transmission at 864-592-1129.
Hey, Fat Rabbit Stick Show coming at you live. What's up, buddy?
What's going on? They ain't canceled us yet, have they?
Not yet. We still rocking and rolling, getting bigger and better because all we need is a
market opportunity. That's right. That's right. We're gonna have a good show tonight for sure.
Oh yeah. Wasn't no racing at Greer, but it was hot and heavy at Shady Side this past week for the Labor Day end of the summer run, and
so
I don't know anything else that went on much.
I know, well, we can kind of kick it off a little bit there. I know Harrison Crawford picked up a 10K win at Rockingham on Saturday. Didn't you have somebody else?
That was a brand new Maddox car too, wasn't it? I don't think.
I think they ran it Memorial Day. I think was the first go at it, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they ain't been in it real long. But didn't you have some results from Joaquin? Yeah,
Joaquin, he South Carolina Motorsplex. He was the ET winner down there. I got some information from him on that. But it seems like every time you turn around, he travels around and he's going places and winning all the time. He's really got it together, man.
Well, that's what I was thinking about. Greer, I know we're kind of jumping ahead. Greer's points races this week, the last one, and I was thinking, Jamie went up to Rockingham this past weekend, so he got a little taste of the quarter mile racing, but that's a tight deal there. I think there's a round separating them, and I mean you got your pro class that's all jumbled up there. There's Shane's leading, and then you got a three-way tie for second. With 3 rounds back. I think Turtle's kind of hanging around there. Paul made a jump there last points race.
I'm showing a 4-way tie. You got Jeremy Sis, Mark Davis, Bradley Blackwell, and Chris Tapp. We've been talking about old Bradley. He's kind of snuck up on them in those months. Well, grass tore up, and
no, he was at Shady Side. He got it back going. So
really,
he's definitely going to be one to watch too. But yeah, that's going to be exciting there at the end of the season as always. But you want to bring Chad in to help?
Yeah, let's bring Chad in. Let us know what happened this week.
Superman Lizard there, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Y'all still know points up this week, didn't you?
I'm sure you got a little shout out, and you gonna plug somebody, so go ahead.
Yeah, this is Kevin Dalton. He's supported Shady Side for several years, but he's actually battling cancer. So they his nickname or racing name was Superman. So I always had the Superman logo. So they were selling some T-shirts over there. So I bought one. Thought it'd be appropriate to wear for tonight's show.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, keep him in your prayers. I think he's got a couple more. I spoke with him. He's got a couple more chemo treatments to go, and then a round of surgery, and then from there they'll have to determine if he needs to do more treatments or more surgery. But anyway, definitely keep him in your prayers.
Yeah, we talk about family a lot on this show, but I mean, the racing community as a whole, and obviously the two guys that we're going to have on tonight's not a Greer local, so to speak, but these guys they can speak on that as well. But I mean, as far as the racing community, it stretches far and wide. So that's
For
cool.
sure.
But if you want to help me out with the results from Shadyside, I'll read them off and you kind of play commentary there. On Friday, the pro winner, foot brake, they call it pro there. Mr. Chad Dotson picked up the win. I don't have the runner up.
Jeff Berry.
Okay. Jeff, you said,
yeah, I think he's from. I've seen him at Mooresville. I've seen him at Farmington. So my assumption is he lives somewhere between Shadyside and Farmington, Winston-Salem. It's got like I'm assuming it's a 69 El Camino,
Okay.
black primer, because I think his car number is 69. So
Okay.
I've spoken with Jeff a few times, but actually I got to speak to him a little bit more this weekend. Seems like a real good dude. So, but yeah, he's been around racing. I don't know how much, but anyway, this ain't his first go around or anything.
I got you. So Super Pro on Friday night, Adam Buchanan and Lee Crawford looks like they split and quit in the finals. So that's two names that do very well, kind of wherever they're at for sure. On Saturday, the pro or foot brake you call it, that was two tough cookies there in the finals. Obviously, Chad had a good weekend, but he picked up the win over Daryl Powell. And I think Daryl's, I mean, just listening, I've seen him race, but Chad talks about him a good bit. He's a tough customer for sure. So I'm sure that was a good final round there.
Well, he was 9 red. I was 31, so it wasn't my best lap, but anyway, luckily for me, he turned it red. But now me and Daryl's got to be a lot tighter here the last several years. He's helped me out with my car, and I mean he's very smart, very knowledgeable. But yeah, this is the dad of Tez Powell. A lot of people know Tez, but Daryl and Adam and Bruce Bickerton and Billy Buchanan, Adam's dad, and all that. I've gotten to become closer friends with all them, and so really nice guys and good people. So,
gotcha. Super Pro, Kevin Pace picked up the win over John Joins. Kevin's kind of always been a door car guy, and that goes back to the Ware Shoals days, like, in the 90s, I mean, even 2000s and beyond. But
he started to make a lot of noise in that dragster. I think I've seen him in Union and Ware Shoals, and I've seen pictures of on.
I didn't even know he had a dragster. When I saw him get out of it in the stage lanes, I saw that it just says Kevin on the side of the car. I thought that he looks familiar to me, or anyway. But the more I looked, I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly who that is. But yeah, I'm used to him in the Camaro and everything. So
yeah, I'll say he did well. I want Tom to tell you that all those years he was right in the middle of it, mixed down there, and then to see him jump in, the dragster and have success, that's pretty cool. So the 6-0 class, father and son. So it was Ed, Polly, Ever Dawson in the finals there. So I'm sure that was a sight to see. I'm sure there was a lot of talk there.
There was a lot of build-up leading into it. So the finals, I think Eddie's 24 to tree, Dawson's 008 maybe, and Eddie's holding just enough to bail out, and Dawson breaks out 001. So, anyway, needless to say, then what talking led up to the race, there was even more talking after the race. So
I'm sure. Junior dragsters, Caden Todd, which that's the son of Chris Todd Jr. He picked up the win, and then Braden Creighton was a runner-up. I believe he does a good bit of PDRA racing himself. We've seen him around a good little bit. Pretty tough racer.
Yeah, Caden's as you're going to read off, he had a great weekend. He's got the little stinger on the. He stunned him this weekend. So
yeah, I was going to kind of hit that on Sundays, but yeah, Sportsman. What a final there! A lot of history, a lot of just a good racing. Anyway, Ralph DeLoach is pick up the win over Robert Hamrick, and I mean that's how many years of racing is that combined? That ain't knocking them. That's there's a lot of wins.
Final round appearances. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that they've probably forgot that we won't ever know. And I know Robert he joins in.
Yeah, I'll save my comments after the Sunday results here. So
okay. I know Robert always joins in, so I hope he's listening. I believe Ralph watches as well at times too. But TCR, I'm gonna butcher this, but it's Joseph. Is it Monte Leon? Maybe
that's correct, Monte Leon.
So I nailed it. Okay, so he picked up the win over Bryant Crawford. I believe Joseph ends up being the track champion in TCR, if I'm not mistaken.
In a Ford too, Tom.
Speaking about Fords, our buddy Ricky Crawford has purchased him a ride.
He done come back to help people
on the comeback trail. That's right. So cousin Ricky is coming back. So probably more like our uncle, me and Shane and Kip and Greg's uncle, because he was always around with us. But
he says if Wyson can do it, he thinks he can too.
That's it.
That's right. The OG 28s, the winner was Michael Nail, and then the Outlaw 530, Charlie Richards. I believe they call him Little Man. Does that sound right? I believe I've seen that. Sunday, the pro or foot brake winner was Matt Ward over Robert Hamrick, and I believe Matt ended up the track champion there. And then I was want to mention that Robert had a good weekend. He's runner-up in Sportsman and foot brake as well, so that was pretty cool. Two tough customers there. Super Pro, which we'll have him on here shortly. Isaac Bridges picks up the win over Parker Dotson. Chad, you can probably help me with this a little bit. That's a pretty cool little story there. Will messes the motor up on Friday, gets in Big Brother's car, and then I guess Travis got kicked out of the Nova, and Parker took over the Nova. But Will was battling for the points there, and he finished the weekend out. And I believe he ended up getting second points. But just cool that Will was able to continue racing, and then Parker picks up the final round appearance against his buddy there, Isaac. But
Will is actually on the Saturday race. He actually got beaten in the semifinals. The Joins fella and the Chevelle beat him 0004 margin of victory. I'll take a quick moment to talk about it. Man, I have never heard so many perfect lights. I'm talking 4 zeros, 000 lights,
right.
000 margin of victories. The time run, whoever has the best reaction time of the time run gets the bye run first round. And I sat there and saw Will on Sundays 0004 on his time run. I thought, that ought to get him the bye. No, it don't. So, but like Lee Crawford, I remember one round. I don't remember if this was Saturday or Sunday, but he's 4 zeros perfect. He's one of two that round that's 4 zeros perfect. comes back on his buy run that following round, and I don't know if he watches. I know he does. Maybe he'll chime in here. I'm going to assume maybe he left the box alone just after on his buy run. He's 000 something red. I mean, so only varying a few 10,000ths there. So, but yeah, I mean that man. I'm telling you, they were pouring them out. Randy was doing a great job with the announcing. I mean, he was 000 this and perfect that. I mean, it was the Super Pro guys was laying down some laps for sure.
That's cool. That's cool.
And it makes me explain why I don't if y'all boys are setting up that tight, and I mean, I ain't got no business being out over there.
The 6-0 class, David Lester picks up the win over Mike Sigmund.
Correct.
Junior dragsters, Spencer Furman picks up the win over Caden Todd, and like you said earlier, man, I don't know that Caden's been in a finals. I don't know how much he really gets to race, but that's really probably a dream weekend to start off a young career. I'm sure Big Chris and Little Chris was super pumped for him, but it's great to see. I know he's younger and getting started, so hopefully that catapults him on.
And dude, he was solid. I mean, the 1190 stuff. It's hard to get those to run. I mean, I'm not a junior guy, but anyway, but I saw Lee said he left it alone there. But anyway, but man, he was solid. I mean, when I say solid, I'm just saying he was something. I mean, Randy was calling out the ration times once again. I mean, he was pretty much something on the tree about every run, and I mean the car was solid. So I mean, it ain't like he was backing into it. I mean, he was laying down solid laps. So
I think I talked to Justin Hyatt there. I think they ran on maybe at 5, and he said I think Caden's like 40, maybe 40. I know he's 40 something on the tree, and he's like dead on. And I think he's 1140 something dial.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's correct. I'm not positive, but I mean, even in that range, it's hard to make one of them be consistent. But it sounds like they did pretty well with the dial in. So,
stun them.
Yeah. It says, Joaquin, so he's ready. So, yeah, that's cool, Joaquin. I'm ready to see you and Jamie, and I know Andrew ain't got to race a whole lot, but with his kids playing sports, but it'd be good to see you guys battle it out. Sportsman, Ralph DeLoach picked up the win over Jordan Philbeck. I know Jordan's a former TCR track champion. Hey, I would love to see Travis on a motorcycle to go 450s. But Jordan's a former TCR track champion. But yeah, it's cool. Ralph picks up 2 wins on the weekend, and Ralph's.
I'm calling it now, fellas. And Ralph, I hope you're listening. You just keep, if he drives like he did this past weekend, if he keeps hitting his spot, right there's your sportsman world champion. I'm telling you, he's got that Cougar. I mean, it was running the numbers. I actually had to run Ralph Saturday night at 4 cars, and he's 000 red, dead 4, dead 2, maybe dead 2. Oh, wow. And so he was down to 4 cars Sunday in the pro class, foot brake, no box, whatever you want to call it there. And he's 004 red to Matt Ward. So they're going to, on his dialing, doubles up in the sportsman class. Ralph, you hit your spot. Don't overthink it. You just keep doing what you're doing. That's your sportsman world champion right there.
Oh, he's calling it now.
I'm calling it now. So
all right. I like it. I like the confidence.
Yeah. But talking about Jordan, I mean, I think they watch as well. Jordan, looking at the final points, then he ended up being your sportsman track champion at Shady Side as well. So it was Jordan first, Robert Hammett was second, and Robbie Fieldbeck was third. So they're
That's
all
cool.
three of them was solid all year for their season-long point standing in the sportsman class.
And that's cool for Jordan to come out of the TCR class and then follow it up with a sportsman track championship. That's cool. TCR Hunter Buchanan, which I know that's part of that Buchanan bunch. And I know Hunter runs juniors as well, and maybe even track champion the previous year. Yeah.
Last year.
So he picks up the win in TCR over Blaze. I'm not even gonna try it, but he runnered up to Blaze, runnered up the Hunter. In the 490 class, which is always cool to watch. Jim Carnes picked up the win over Roger Lester, and I know we had Jeff on, and he said Roger and them had really made a lot of strides with that car and done. So that's cool to see them put it in the finals. And Jim's just one of them cagey veterans that's just does what Jim does. Yeah, I'll say.
So I didn't realize this till after the race. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I ended up seeing their last names, but the guy that won 6-0, gosh, his name just left me. His last name. Anyway, that's their brothers, the 490 winner and the 490 runner up, and the David Lester.
David Lester.
Anyway, the 6-0 winner. They are brothers, to the best of my knowledge. So
okay, that's cool. That's a good weekend for both for them. So
yeah.
And I believe that they've watched some. Roger has maybe a little bit, but yeah, that's cool for them stuff. And I think Jeff and Joseph and that group does a great job, with that group. Just hope they can continue to grow. Do y'all have anything else on the results? I think we
covered everything. I know I watched some of the spring fling I was talking about races, and that Donovan Williams, I think he had a 5K, a 50K runner up, and a 20K win. He just kind of mopped up in spring fling this weekend.
I was gonna say he had a good one of those weekends you just kind of dream about. I noticed Glenn Ferguson made a little bit of noise.
Yeah,
a couple of days.
He got into a split or something at 6, I think, one of the days or something.
Yeah,
or lost before the split or something.
So there was a couple of days he did well. So that's cool to see too. I didn't really see any other. Now I did see the Pruitts. I think Caden. I mess it up all the time. The oldest one of Tanya and Kevin's boys lays down a perfect run at Norwalk at the fling, and he ends up getting a race for the heads, the SR20 heads, and he wins the runoff. So that was pretty cool to see. I know he's dabbled a little bit in the big car already and been successful, which don't surprise me with them and all. But I don't know. Like I said, that's not local, but it's enough. We know names, they're around. So,
well, I think we're ready to bring Stuart Smith from SNS Promotions on, and we're going to talk about if Hayden's ready. We going to bring him on right after this. Hey, Stuart, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. How are y'all?
Boots on the farm, 10K, 2 days, guaranteed.
Exactly.
What all you got going on? You guys, a lot of people put up stuff, and good entry fee and a good payout, and it even down the field there. Everybody, I believe, is really excited about the show.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. And first off, I want to thank you guys for having me on. And letting me promote this first ever S&S promotion event at Farmington Dragway, and gratitude goes a long, long way, and I really thank you for the opportunity.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what we got going on? If you haven't seen it or haven't seen the flyer or whatnot, we're on September the 13th and 14th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday at Farmington Dragway. Seth Garrison, along with myself, that we are S&S Promotions. We're promoting a $10,000 guaranteed to win 2 days in a row with a $300 entry fee and a $3,000 runner-up and a $1,000 semifinal. And one of the big things to me is I like to give back down below. You see a lot of big money flyers, and don't get me wrong, they're all great, but it seems like the winners continually get more. Well, if you follow what we put together here, the more cars we have, the better the round money's going to be. First off, we're guaranteeing $100 a round after you win third round each day. That's absolute guaranteed. If we have over 150 cars, we're going to go up to $125 a round. One. If we have over 200 cars, we're going to go to $150 a round, and that's just good. And I've been very fortunate and been able to put some people in the right spots and attract a few sponsors here and there. I got some really good friends that don't mind chipping in at all, and we got two major sponsors. One of them is ChemSource Race and Methanol. If you haven't heard of them, man, please look them up on Facebook. Chris Mitchell is a phenomenal guy. He's just a good person, and he was more than willing to give back to this event. He's given away 4 drums of methanol, and we're going to give that away to racers, number one, that actually use methanol as their fuel, and I'll also give some other stuff away through ChemSource. And one of my good buddies, Todd Zorn, he owns Southern Logistics and Environmental. Don't have a dang thing to do with racing, but he is a gearhead. He is a racer. He will be in competition there, and he just likes racing, and he wants to get his company, which he goes by SLE, and they got a website and all that. And if you want to look him up and see how to get rid of environmental waste and whatnot, and do logistics and through big trucks and stuff, he is your guy. So he wants to get his business out, and we're going to help him. So that's part of my idea of wanting to be on the show. And like I say again, I really appreciate you guys letting me come on. But I would really like to run down a few sponsors that these guys, they mean a lot to me, and they're really, really giving back to the racers. Obviously, I've already mentioned ChemSource Methanol. The best methanol on the market. We're giving away 4 barrels. We have some pretty cool ideas, and we're not going to give them out on the show, but come to the event and see how these barrels are given away. It's not just best winning runs or best packages or this and that. We have some really cool hidden ideas that you'll find out about at the race. And you guys have one sponsor there, Paul's Transmission, Paul Mosley. I'm proud to say that he is my guy on the transmission side, and he's offered up free labor and a gasket set with a freshen up of your racing transmission to whoever we decide. And we honestly haven't come up with a way to give that away yet, but we will. Now, the one thing he wanted me to mention that you have to keep in mind, that if you got any parts breakage or anything that needs to be replaced inside your transmission that's not just a gasket set, that you will have to pay for. So I think we all understand that. But just Paul Mosley, phenomenal person, family guy, great family, and that's where it's at. Something for the Ford guys. All right, Tom, here you go. Local company, Stewart Salvage. It's in Statesville. Salvage yard, and phenomenal guy and company. They are giving away $250 cash to the fastest open body and the fastest full bodied entries, but they have to be Ford powered.
Turn it up, Tom.
Love it,
So
baby.
turn it up. Yep. I hear you. Turn it up, son. So that's really cool, just to give back like that. I mean, that literally pays your entry fee, and that'll be done on the time run on Saturday. A few other people I like to mention, Velocita. My buddy Brad Smith, he's out of Lexington, North Carolina. He owns Velocita Safety Apparel. Somebody will get a new fire suit free, a Dash 5 pants and jacket free. Also, he's giving away 2 50% off gift certificates. So however we choose to do it, and we haven't got that down pat yet or don't have that played out, but somebody's going to get a 50% off. And I mean, man, he's got helmets and fire suits and just whatever kind of safety equipment you need, he's got it. We got head and neck restraints, really cool items. So I want to really put his business out there. He's a great guy, and he's really giving back. A lot of you guys may know Dan Malloy. He's actually the Mooresville top track champion from 2024. He owns a roofing company, Malloy Roofing Systems. He is paying for the best losing package on Saturday and Sunday. He's paying for the buyback. So you get a free re-entry if you are the best losing package in round one on Saturday and Sunday. We've also picked up BMR Transmissions. That's Brett Myers. He's a Farmington regular, and he's a transmission guy. He does a lot of work around that Farmington area. He's giving away $100 for the best overall losing package on the weekend, and he's giving another $100 for the last door car standard. So, Tom, you can come get the $250 for the fast forward, and then you can get another $100 for being the last door car standing. So, you
struggle on getting the fast stuff, but I feel confident I can probably get
Stuart, you said.
So,
Stuart, you said Saturday, right? Saturday's time trial.
Yes. Yeah, I said Saturday's time trial.
You said Saturday's time trial, right? Did you hear that? Saturday.
You just got to turn it up for one run, then you can back it back down afterwards. Just make that one run Saturday, and then you.
There you go.
There you go. Better have me a big blue bottle.
Didn't say Ooh. he didn't say Sunday now. He didn't say Sunday. You can't roll in there.
Yep, it's for Saturday, ain't it? That's right. He's got to come on Saturday now. Oh yeah. We have teamed up with Matt and Philip and Johnny down at Hines Brothers in Statesville. We have a ton of really good giveaways, and this is one of the things that I want to mention Todd Zorn and SLE for. He went in as a part of a sponsorship, and we spent money. We spent $2,500 with Hines Brothers and come back with tons of good stuff that they picked out. No, it's not like your fling and different things like that where you have round giveaways and it's a set of tires and weather stations and whatnot, but it is stuff that you can use now. Like probably the biggest item or one of the two biggest items is there's a set of seat belts, a set of Camlock seat belts that we're going to give away. Also, a new XS 16-volt battery and charger. So, I mean, there's some really cool prizes that I have here at my house that I can that I'll be bringing with me, and we're going to figure out who gets those. So, and one more, man, none of this stuff happens without Mark Joyce. MJ Printing and Graphics. He is doing T-shirts for this event. He is also giving away $100 to the first perfect light, win or lose. So I'm assuming it has to be in competition. Also, he's giving away $100 for the best losing package of round 3 each day. So Mark Joyce not only he's done the flyer, he's just doing all kinds of stuff, and he continually gives back. And man, he's one of the best, and not only his company but himself. He will be the race director. He will be the announcer. I know I'll probably get up there and steal his mic a time or two just to thank everybody for coming. I'm sure of it. But Mark is a great, phenomenal guy, and man, look him up on Facebook, on the internet. Call him, order shirts, get decals made. He does a great job with all that.
So he just loves racing, Stuart. He just loves racing. You know, for a long, it ain't just over the last handful of years. I mean, me as a kid, when he did race more, but I mean, he that goes back years with his dad, and you know, even further back, they were just all out.
Yep, could not
Really
agree more.
about Farmington, but about bracket racing in general. You know,
The more I heard about it,
the other day.
The more I heard about it, you know, I ain't got no chance of winning it, but I might be a good loser. So I mean, I might can win something out of all these prizes he's calling out. I mean, I ain't got no chance. I ain't got no chance of winning 10,000, but I might win something, best package or something. You know.
Well, you just bring your happy hind in on up there, and I'm sure that you can win the $10,000. I mean, Johnny Hager won the $1 million race. Okay, well, you can. There's no question. You are as tough as they come for sure. So,
That's right.
I don't think you've seen me let go of a button before, Stuart. I mean, foot brake's one thing, but letting go of the button, it ain't got it.
Just come up there and foot brake. You can put an in on that window. You can race with them if you're the fastest car. Come on.
You foot brake better than most people box race. So I mean, my goodness.
That's exactly right.
I would say all that.
I guess the main thing that I want to get across, number one, I asked before coming on if this is loaded with racers, and the show is loaded with racers. So what you guys need to know is this. First off, we will have a test and tune on Friday night. That is a Farmington Dragway operated test and tune. So as you go down the racetrack, you pay $20. It is a $10 gate fee for spectators on Friday night, and if you're like I say, if you're going to go test and tune, it costs you $20 total. So definitely a reasonable entry fee for you to get some extra runs on Friday night. Get used to the Christmas tree, get used to the track, all that stuff. And then on Saturday, what we're going to do is, especially for the racers that are already there, we're going to issue car numbers. For like you're gonna have your own car number, and it's not gonna be the one that you already have. You're gonna pay your entry fee for the race in the bottom of the tower. Now, if you come in on Saturday morning, you will pay a gate entry, like it's $25 for the weekend as a spectator, and then as the racer, you'll come to the bottom of the tower, and that's where you'll pay your race entry. You'll get your armband, your tech card, all that stuff. Also on Friday night, the gates open at 5 o'clock, and the track. You can go down the track at 6. Generally, Farmington runs until about 10 o'clock. It may be 9. I'm not sure. That part I don't know. But you can get several runs in, and that way you'll be ready for Saturday. Saturday, we open the gates at 8 o'clock. We're on the track at 10 a.m., one-time run, and go racing. Again, the entry fee is $300. We have a first round only buyback, which is a re-entry round. So first round losers will come back and run each other one round, and the buyback's $125 on Saturday and Sunday. On Sunday, we can't start any race cars until 12 noon. And I'll host a chapel service at 11 o'clock. The gates will open at 10 that morning. I'm sorry, at 9 that morning. Church at 11, and then new time run or new entries get a time run on Sunday morning if they come in on Sunday. One of the big things that I've talked to a lot of racers, especially a lot of my Farmington regulars, we are going to separate dragsters and door cars all the way down until 8 cars, and then you'll go on a ladder. And what I mean by that is all door cars will run each other. You may have the very, very last door car that might run the very first dragster per round, and that will be all. We will separate it, like the call to the lanes will be dragsters round one, then door cars round one, then double dragsters round one, and then double door cars round one. So we're going to that's how we're going to kind of keep the lanes clear and not have a whole bunch of backup if we have a really good car count. And it'll give folks that are doubled the opportunity to get cool back off and then come back to the lanes. And we plan on running it down. Like I said, one door car may have to run one dragster, and vice versa. If the buy run will go by best reaction time, and if that's a door car, well, that car's going to have to wait till the very end and may have to run, say, a double dragster. I hope that makes sense. And
Yeah,
if it don't, we'll make it when you get.
Very friendly to the double enders, and people ain't having to run their car to death, and you splitting everything. Sounds like a really good program you got lined up there to me.
Correct. I think so too. And I'm still on a page from Rockingham. We were there a while back, and that's how they did it, which they had, like no box or foot brake involved, and some junior dragsters involved. Obviously, we just have one class, but I do like that idea. That is a great idea. To me, it doesn't give the double entered car any advantage because we're calling singles first.
Yeah.
So to me, that is fair, and it's clear and it's transparent, and that's how I want our race to go, and that's the way it'll be. So the only other thing that I would like to mention is, first off, this has been a big deal for me for a long time, and I have got to thank Seth Garrison. When I talk about being transparent, he come in. I mean, this guy is the owner of my company. He is my boss, and I told him one time over the winter, or actually last fall, I said, man, I would love to promote a race. And he said, well, what you got in mind? And then we sat down and talked about it, and he said, okay. He said, you promote it, you get the people there, and I'll make sure the money's there. So he may not want me telling that, but in the transparency side, that's the kind of guy he is. He likes to see things take place, and I cannot thank him enough for this opportunity. Like I said, with you guys, can't thank you guys enough for the opportunity to be on the show and for what you guys have already done through social media. So,
well, Rusty, you the financial guru of this organization. What did we step up to do?
I know he left. Stuart left.
Hey, I saved the absolute best for last, and it's your show, so you get to say.
Well, we're gonna put a bounty. What did you call it, Rusty? The bounty. The winner on Saturday. Whoever beats them on Sunday. How much are we giving?
We're doing 125.
125.
That covers a buyback for that day. But yeah,
that Saturday winner is going to lose first round on Sunday. It's just inevitable. so that
we're going to do the 125 to get them back in. Is what we're doing.
Exactly. There you go.
But you was talking about you and Seth, and y'all being racers and such, and I think that means a lot. Just you being on the other side of things, and you've come in that gate, paid an entry fee, and you know what it takes to get there and make the weekend go. And I feel like just listening to what you're putting out there, it's going to be real racer friendly, which it doesn't surprise me. Just because me and Tom was talking yesterday, and I said, if you polled people that know Stuart Smith, I said he's probably one of the more respected guys in the pits. And and I'm not saying that because you're on the show. I've always thought that. I mean,
I appreciate
he's
it greatly.
always been a guy that lends a hand, whatever it be. And I feel like guys and girls are going to come support what you're putting out there. And we wish you the best of luck for sure. And to me, it's a local Saturday night feel, but you're putting big money, in the mix with it. And that's what I like about it. So Chad, jump in there.
Farmington's always had a rich history or tradition. I mean, I guess from our neck of the woods, I mean, you was always, when we used to go to Darlington years ago, I mean, it was always you want to, if you can take out the Farmington cars, I mean, you've accomplished something. So, but yeah, I mean, I like those people. You mentioned Mark Joyce. I think I have a high respect for him as well. And, y'all, you used to say, I mean, I remember when I used to travel up there, coalition days, and even before that, I mean, it just, there was a saying, that's just the way we do it here at the farm. So, I mean, I hope y'all have a good show, a good race, good promotion, and sounds like you put your work into it, and I hope it pays off good dividends for you.
I greatly appreciate it. And one thing that I can't believe I haven't mentioned is, number one, Sandy Collins and her group of phenomenal employees. They'll have control of this race. Mark Joyce, race controller, whatnot. And when I tell you that track is prepped, if you have any questions about track prep, I'm going to throw one name out there, and you guys will know him, Robert Vogler, RV3, Robert the Third. That car he has runs 440s year round. It might run a low 50 in the heat. He's our current points leader. We have 2 races left, and he's the current points leader. Ernie Humes, he is second, I believe. And bad dude, and as cool as it is, my son in our little upper 450 dragster, he's bringing in the 3rd place right now. And I think Gavin Wissant is 4th at the moment, and he's a 460 car. So you're going to come to a well-prepped track. The temperatures are starting to cool off. It has the makings, as long as this weather will be nice to us, of just being a phenomenal event.
Yeah.
So, and I like these cooler temperatures. I'm getting old. It's heat, man. If it be 70 and 55 year round,
yes, sir,
we'd race a whole lot more.
Sign me up.
Exactly. So, but Sandy and the crew at Farmington, they are phenomenal. They do a good job with track prep, and they're going to make it fun, and we all going to make it fun, and we're going to have a good time, and we're going to laugh and cut up and give some prizes away to some of those folks that don't have on track success, and just give somebody a good feeling and make them want to come back next year. That's the plan.
Well, just remember, we're going to try to, like I said, we're going to try to do a show and have your winners, if they will be on here, and we can give an opportunity to get on here and tell about their day and their weekend, and kind of let everybody know what kind of race you put on and how good it was. I'm sure it's going to be a good one. But like I said, we're extending our services to you to let them know. You can let them know, get us some footage and video and stuff, and we'll try to post and do it. We'll continue between now and the race, doing some promos and stuff, trying to keep you out there in everybody's face. And I feel like you have a good car count and have a good week.
Perfect. I think so too. So come on out, be a part of Boots at the Farm.
Yes, sir.
That was my question. Do you have to wear boots?
No. And you know what? Maybe maybe this show right now will be a good time to actually tell you what the meaning of the name actually is.
Okay.
So if there's a lot of people watching, especially, this will go out well. So, crazy part, you guys, I'm sure you watch the NHRA some, and when the NHRA goes to Norwalk, if you win your class, you get like a porcelain or some kind of ice cream scoop, like a gold ice cream scoop or something like that, or stainless or something. It is very, very cool. And I have always thought of that. And I think they go to the Texas Motor Place out there with Billy Meyer, and if you win, you get a big cowboy hat. So my wife and I were riding up the road one day and just happened to pass by this big Corral Boots sign and a boot store, and I looked at it and I said, man, that will be perfect. I said, the winner of each day gets a pair of boots. So not going to lie to you at all, I reached out to the Corral Boot Company, especially since they're involved in NHRA Pro Stock, and was trying to get a deal worked out with them to give away 2 free pair of boots. Well, they never answered me back, but that's all beside the point. So what we've decided to do is, if you are a boot wearer of any type and you win either Saturday or Sunday, you get a free pair of boots of your choice. Maybe you're a garage guy and you need a pair of work boots. Maybe you're a cowgirl and you want some new corrals. Whatever you choose, that's fine. Somebody's going to receive a free pair of boots of their choice, maybe in the mail or after the event or something like that, just to let them know how much we appreciate them racing.
Nice.
So that's where the name come from, Boots on the Farm.
Nice.
And it's kind of catchy.
Yeah.
So there.
All right, Stuart, we appreciate you coming on, and we wish all the luck to you in the world, you and Seth both.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and wish you guys the best moving forward as well.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
You got it. Well, I went over good. We might try to make it. I don't know.
Fast forward, a pair of boots, Tom. I mean, you can't turn that.
It was a boot scooting shoes, boy. I
When
let
you-
me tearing the flow up.
Yeah, when you go to the club and on Friday nights, you gotta have your new boots on, man.
Yeah, don't you go on Thursday nights karaoke? So there you go.
Karaoke. I told somebody today. I said on Wednesday night, I'm a podcast professional.
Joe said corral.
Thursday night, I'm a karaoke professional. Saturday night, I'm a race car driving professional. And the rest of the week, I'm a sorry ass mechanic. And the rest of the time, I'm just a sorry ass. But anyway,
let's bring in.
We're ready to bring Isaac in, Hayden.
What's up?
Hey, buddy.
How are y'all?
Sorry, buddy.
What kind of boots you want, Isaac?
Whatever fits. It's size 14.
14. Hot body.
Lord, where y'all feeding that boy?
No, I'm like Alan Jackson on Chattahoochee music video. I can ski on my boots.
Yeah. What is? Talk to us.
Where you from? What you drive? And what did the weekend look like?
I'm from Shelby, North Carolina, and I drive one of Dad's pipe racks, either the American Addicts.
With extended tall pedals, sounds like.
Yeah, well, it's really kind of funny, to be honest with you. Hayden gets in them, and he's like, man, these pedals are short, but me and Dad don't change them from both of us, so my knees are in the dash, and his are stretched out.
What size shoe does Hayden wear, I wonder?
I think he's a 12 or something.
I thought you were going to say like a 6 or something.
Nah, I'd fit him, though. Hey, funny story. He told me at 6 o'clock, I'll call you back after supper, and he must still be eating because I ain't heard nothing from him.
So he's got little shoes and a big belly. Is that what you're saying?
Little shoes, big belly, and medium-sized ego. I hope.
Talk to us about the day.
Well, Saturday started off kind of rough, to be honest with you. I was second round, 7 take 19 to be 2 thou under. So that kind of really hurt me with double points, too. So that kind of shot my, chase for the championship, so to speak. And I'll take a 12. Yeah.
Winner boots.
But Sunday, we turned it around. We shook it off and drove really good. And in the semis, I got away with one. I flinched and was bumping when it left and absolutely stopped to feed my guy 93 for him to be 200 under. So that helped.
93.
Yeah, we were. Well, I mean, I was bumping when it left and was still 40. So
the wind light come on, didn't it?
Wind light come on. It was a last ditch effort. I was as surprised as probably everybody on the starting line. But it just worked together, everything clicked, and I was glad that everything worked out the way it did. I was afraid the bump down was going to get me there. It's got me in that car this year, and Dad's got it set up. He mainly drives the Maddox, and he's got 5 in it. And I ain't gonna lie, I guess it was 19 or 20 cars. I bumped it 000, and that pulled me for the buy at 10. And hardhead me put 2 thou in and went back out there and bumped it 1 for the buy at 5. So I told Dad, I said, we might need to zero that thing out before it's said and done with, or I got to quit hitting it, or I'm going to kick it red.
Oh. Do you enjoy
Did I hear you say it's your first win in the Maddox car?
Yeah, that's my first one in the blue car. It's been I don't drive it a ton, and I love it. I love the way it sits. I love the way it drives. It works amazing. Huge shout out to Maddox there. But I've semi'd 2 20-granders with it, and I semi'd the first race I ever run with it with no time run. And besides that, I've been itching for one in it. And I told Will about a month ago, I said, I'm gonna drive this thing till I win in it. If that's 2 years from now, I'll still be driving it. But I ain't gonna get out of it without winning something.
Well, is your dad getting back in it, or are you gonna put him in the American?
Well, I know he's watching right now, but the Maddox has got a 25-inch cage, and he fills it up a little more than I do, so he likes that car a little better. American 24.
What are you trying to say?
Well, he's saying he needs room to, tuck his hat beside him and his tire gauge and stuff.
I think I can fill up the 25 cage without the tire gauge and hat.
No. That thing.
I didn't know if he was still eating with Hayden or.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still eating and wearing their size 6 shoes.
Well, talking about that, if they got the 2 of them wear size 6, they can share the boots. If one of them win, they both got a shot at it.
Yeah, they can wear one on one foot.
That's right. That's right. Oh, do you have any routines or superstitions like on race day?
I'm not really gonna say. Dad's kind of hammered me away from any superstition, to be honest with you. But once I get in the car, I've kind of got my same routine, and a lot of people probably think I'm slow to pre-stage and and everything. And I try to go as quick as I always pick on the vacuum. I try to always, no matter what, stage with a clear mind, no matter if that takes me 2 deep breaths or 3 deep breaths, because, I know if I stage and I am thinking about anything, I am not going to perform like I should, and I really try to work hard through the week on the practice tree, and I try to, I guess, so to speak, better myself with what I can work on through the week. You can't work on finish line driving on the couch, but you can sure hit the practice tree.
Well, I mean, I can drive up there and we can drive up down the road if you want.
Yeah, we might could do that. That might help.
Rusty's pretty good at driving the finish line, but I think driving up 85 and stopping on people is where we learned all that, didn't we?
We did. We did. Yeah.
We'd pick out a sign or something, and we're going to run them to that, and that like we was driving the finish line.
Now,
That's when we was immature.
We've all done that before.
We've grown up a lot in our older age. We would we plowed anybody. Like it didn't matter. Like if you was behind us, semi, it didn't matter. We was plowing.
Yeah.
You might plow us, but we were plowing.
Yeah, I'll never forget talking about that. And I was riding through Shelby. I was 16 or 17, just got my license, from stoplight to stoplight. And there was this, I'll never forget, it's one of them orange Toyota Tacomas. And I was looking over and I thought my window tint was dark enough, but it definitely wasn't. And I was kicking the gas, we riding along 40 mile an hour, and I just hung a wheel on him for a quarter mile. And I looked up and looked in the window, and that dude was laughing at me, looking at me like I was an idiot. And I thought, he don't know the half of it.
I might not. Do you pull up at a red light and turn loose too at the red light?
I have, but sometimes I'm bad to flinch if it's one of them long.
The turning lanes will get you on the flinch. It's like, that's an arrow instead of your light. So.
Yeah, that's what happened at 3 cars. I was waiting on the turning lane and it flipped on me.
I hate when they go like this yellow flashing, and you're like, you're letting go, get back on. It's not good. So
not at all.
You're talking a little bit about improving and stuff like that. I had told Tom this week, we were talking a little bit. I said, I'd watched you go from juniors into the big car now, and you've had success in both. But something that sticks out about you is I don't feel like that you try to race the flavor of the month, if that makes sense.
Yes,
You're not trying to be somebody else. You're just trying to be Isaac. But you're always, when we talk and see one another, text or whatever it be, you're always trying to improve your game, not, this other person that's been on a roll for a month. I just think that stands out to me about you. Like you just have that drive. Like, and saying that, where did that drive come from? Is that from your dad?
100% dad.
Your mom?
I'm gonna say mom too, but she follows dad, but mainly 100% dad. I never seen dad when he was racing for a living. I heard stories, and I think he was a pretty bad man, not to toot his horn, and I've seen him get on some runs now that I'm like, how are you doing this? And he preaches instincts. He's like, I've got good instincts, and he's come back to the trailer and told me and Hayden many a times, it just felt fast out there, and I decided to bail where, I would be taking the finish line. And he said, I just felt like I needed to get behind, and it worked. And I'm like, how do you know? And he's just like, son, that's thousands of runs. The only way you're going to get there is just keep making runs. And he always preaches losing is a good thing if you make it a good thing and learn from it. And well, needless to say, I've been doing a lot of learning this year.
All right, Chad, y'all jump, Tom.
You got a pretty good resume. If you look around at you, I've seen some nice checks in some winner circle, but I was wondering, I seen on Facebook, they was talking about who's the better half, Team CW. Is that an organization? Can you join that, or who is that even? Hayden Lambert, Ryan Mason, Parker Dotson, you.
Will.
Is that all?
Me, Will, Parker, Hayden, and Ryan. And I know they said they're the better half, but I think they ain't none of them got past third round. Will told me I needed to touch on this topic. I think Will got beat at 4, and me and Parker were in the finals, and they were third round clowns, which is pretty normal for the entire team.
So who's the better looking out of the group? They say they are. Hayden.
I think the best looking one's live right now, to be honest with you.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Comments. I don't know. Will can win them over, though. He can smile and win them over pretty good.
That's right. I wonder what Will would pick. What kind of boots he want?
I don't know. I feel like Will would be more the camo kid with the gym shorts tucked in, ready boot scoot boogie,
Looking at you, the little basketball.
Yeah, looking the ball. Oh, and in Will's case, I guess it'd be golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
So, are there any plans for a door car in the future, or are we still going to be a dragster guy? Or
We got a Firebird sitting in the shop, and Will has to be. Sorry about that. We got a Firebird sitting in the shop that I'm putting together right now, working on small block and stuff for it. And Dad, you know, he enjoys driving, but he don't want to race a ton, you know, but he's been kicking the idea around. I know you've heard him say it. He's like, you know, a top sportsman car would be fun. I think I could get into this 490 racing and just have a weapon of that choice, you know. And I don't know if that's going to be in the future, but we would get rid of a dragster and try to find us a top sportsman car or something. I know he talked to Dale a little bit about them, and he's been kicking the idea around. He'll go on a spurt, and he might show up sometime with one, try to get in a quick 16 at Greer out of nowhere. You never know.
Yeah, he might just show up and lay down 5 total and dash and not make a time run. Who? You know?
Yeah, with me beside him, and I'm like, this ain't looking right, son of a gun.
And he says he's washed up and retired.
Yeah, washed up. That's what we was talking about. We took a little ride on the golf cart Saturday after my 7 take 19 experience, and he's like, you know, I don't know. And I asked him, I'm like, I always try to learn. And I said, Dad, what am I doing wrong? I know right here, you know, I took 19 theoretically. Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You shouldn't have, but my guy come to the trailer that I run and said he was out of it. So, you know, that made me feel a little better about myself. But he's like, you know, you've really worked hard on letting go, and the way you're letting go, you just got to keep beating that horse, and it's going to come around. And it finally did, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And he mentioned something today about driving at Stewart's race. So instead of me driving both cars, he might hop in one. We might both double. And
so we may have him on the show, you're saying?
Yeah, see if Bad John's still bad.
Bad John.
He done here. That's all it took to get us started. We was all giving him crap, you know, and you know, you ain't raced in a year. And I was loading up to go to Farmington for a 2-day, and he said, you know, put the other car in the trailer. And I looked at him like, you just messing with me. I put it in the trailer, and sure enough, the next day, he had a big check laying on the side of it. Hadn't raced in over a year. Ain't hit the practice tree or nothing, just got in it. And the funny thing was, the next weekend, we went back to Farmington, and he won again the next day. And I'm like, only him.
Yep.
Only.
I know you have people you want to thank. I know your mom, dad, your Uncle David.
Yep.
All big parts of
success. Yes, sir.
Success, your career. Is there people you want to thank? Yeah,
I always want to thank, you know, Team CW, as they say, all the boys. You know, that makes it good. But Maddox race cars, they've got us out of binds with, you know, the rear end breaking earlier this year in the red car, and that's the blue car we got right now. That's the best hot rod I've ever set in. And Nesbitt Performance, you know, Brett Nesbitt, John Laster, all them guys, huge help, work us in when we need them, and build us a good combination. And earlier this year, we talked to Troy Williams and the FTI on site, and Donovan and Gary and them, and we put an 8-inch in the converter in the American, and, you know, it changed it and made it a little better race car. And they talked us into putting one in the blue car too. And after that, you know, it's really been a jam up hot rod. I couldn't ask for anything better. I couldn't ask for better equipment to be put in than the way Maddox has that thing set up. And Nesbitt's got it tuned up, and the FTI converter behind it. It's been a great combination. I couldn't ask for anything better. And that naturally, that makes your job easier. When you got a race car you can lean on. When you slip up, you can lean on it.
For sure. Ed, what you got?
Well, say if I can steer away from the racing a little bit, I mean, we can tell, judging by the attire you're wearing. I mean, you're an avid outdoors guy. I mean, you rather hunt or fish?
Oof, that's a tough one. I'll say I'd rather saltwater fish than anything, then hunt, then freshwater fish. But I worked late this afternoon because me and a buddy snuck away this morning, and I dove hunted until 10 o'clock. I ain't going to lie. Thanks to Mom and Dad for letting me take off work for that.
Well, I suppose I feared it must have been dove season, but I see all these your freshwater fishing. I mean, looks like you crappie guys. Is that you first?
We crappie, catfish, hybrid fish. I bass fish a little bit with Parker now and then. Dad loves it. I mean, you could ask him right now. I know he's watching and hearing me, but if I told him this weekend, let's go to the beach fishing, he wouldn't think twice about a race car. He's done said it this week. You sure you don't want to go to beach fishing? You sure you don't want to go to the beach fishing or take the boat anywhere or do anything? And I love that too, but I like to race a lot, you know. And he understands that because he said, you know, when I was your age, I didn't think the racetrack could open without me there.
The saltwater fishing, I mean, that was going to be my other question. I mean, you listed them in order: saltwater, hunting, and freshwater. So if all expense paid trip, you got sticks and fat rabbit money here. I mean, you got nothing to worry about. I mean, where are we going and what are we fishing for then?
Dream trip. I would love to go to the Amazon peacock bass fishing, but more realistically, Louisiana and do a day of red fishing and then 2 days offshore fishing. I would love that. Tuna and marlin and everything. That'd be a good trip. But like you said, that's very expensive.
Yeah. We had Tom's money.
Yeah. If I had that fat rabbit money, boy.
Yeah.
Could do it.
I'd be down there. Right. Y'all could all come with me if I had all that.
I want to know about a fire on top end at Mooresville. Does anybody know anything about that?
All I know is a huge shout out to the guy in the door car that chunked the blanket out the door as I'm full fire suit, beating the air cleaner out with my gloves on, and he gave me something to put it out. That was a bad day. I went through the finish line in the red car, and the throttle hung a little bit. And I guess, you know, the back bar, something was stuck, and it was like 3,500. So I just shut it off. Well, I guess, you know, she had a lot of fuel in there. And when I went to crank it up, I heard not just the kick back, but the whoosh, and I thought, uh-oh. And I looked back over my head, and I seen glow in the hood scoop. You know, Moore's was dark down there. And I'm stuck in the middle of the last turnoff. And I pile out of that thing, armor strengths, everything, on neck collar. I was fully suited. And I start beating it out, and I forgot who I run. I beat the guy, and I thought, you know, I went back and told him thank you, but he pulled off beside me, and he chucked some kind of blanket out, and I ripped the air cleaner out, and we got it put out and cranked up and brought back to the trailer.
we were given that little tidbit from our one of your CW team members.
Uh-oh.
So we were told to ask that on the show.
Oh, yeah. That was
Speaking of your other CW team member, I think I saw a post. Did he have an oil pan failure at Rockingham?
Yeah, you know, Hayden, I don't know why he wanted to check the rods that way, but he decided to chunk one out in the diaper.
Mm.
Yeah, that's good. And he texted me earlier and said he was struggling to find parts too. So I guess he's an old faithful to Camaro here.
But he's a door car guy anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing he's won anything, you know. If they'd let him run Pro Tree in that dragster, he might could wear him out, though.
Golly, y'all are rough on each other.
Oh, 100%.
Is there any plans on any races as the season winds down that you want to go to?
You know, with work, pre-entry's really I'm not going to say it's not an option, but it's very, very difficult, you know. You don't know what hands, you know, we kind of play it week by week. You don't know what hands you're going to be dealt. So I don't have anything pre-entered. I do plan on Stewart's race. And then the weekend after that, I really hadn't looked any further. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I know Hayden's got a schedule made up for the next 8 weeks. He's got racing plans. So I'll kind of look at his schedule and pick and choose. And I know bracket finals is sometime. I ended up finishing third at points. I didn't go to all the races at Shadyside though. So I might go with them if Dad wants to go, but we'll kind of play it there.
Gotcha.
Well, I'll set your schedule for you then. So you got Stewart's. Well, you said you think about coming to Greer maybe this Saturday.
Yeah. If I don't dove shoot, I'll be at Greer Saturday, 100%.
Stewart's race is the following weekend. Come back to Greer for the 10K foot brake race. You don't learn how to swap feet somewhere. You might as well start there. and then the following week is the bracket finals at Union. So there's your schedule.
All right. Y'all gonna let me foot brake the dragster?
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
Or
Dad.
or the motorhome or the dually or whatever.
Hey, Mama's got a new 4Runner. It's got a lifetime powertrain. We'll go deep.
And I'll back you in the water box again, like I told you before.
If Travis and Amber get that 450 motorcycle, we'll strap you on it too.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to take Travis.
Yeah, I want to see you chicken wing that thing.
I'll be chicken winging it. I'll be scared.
Oh,
I ain't ever been 450 something but once, and it was on 4 wheels. I don't want to do it on 2.
no, me neither. But
No way.
well, man, we appreciate you being on. Like I said, Tom said you've already had a great start to your career, and as hard as you work at it and driven as you are, I think you'll do well as time goes on. I mean, yeah, I've told you before, those laps are going to start falling your way. You're going to start your own luck for sure.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope to do some good at Stewart's Race at Farmington. I normally drive pretty good there, and I've got a lot of data from there, and kind of got on a little run at those Marty Williams Memorial races. So hopefully I can get on another one here.
Yep, I got you.
With some good money up for grabs.
Yep. Appreciate you being on, buddy. We'll talk.
Oh, yeah. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep. See y'all.
See you, man.
That was good, guys.
Oh yeah.
I know we got we talked a little bit about the points deal there with the motorcycle and the pro guys and such. Our final points race is this week at Greer. I know Ware Shoals, Farmington, South Carolina Motorplex all have points races this week. So our boy Atwood and Wausau will be heading down the road there to Orangeburg. So that's cool. But then I think then the next week at Greer, they're having 864 Outlaws.
Yep.
With a bracket race. And then Chad it the following weeks, the foot brake 10K brake race.
Yeah, like the 20th, 21st, whatever that Saturday.
Yeah. And they'll have juniors along with that. I think it's $500 to win for juniors, but yeah, it's their annual 10K race, foot brake race. So ought to be a good time there. Good race to be a part of if you're foot breakers. But do y'all have anything else before we end the show?
Can I give a quick rundown of? Shady Side's points finished up this weekend. So I know several of these have been on the show, but I won't go through the whole of it. But anyway, in Super Pro, Adam Buchanan ends up beating out Will Dotson. And as Isaac mentioned, he was third. Lee Crawford was fourth. And then they had a tie in fifth between Bruce Bickerton, Gail Wisnut, and Cam Wisnut.
Oh, wow.
Pro, Matt Ward, there again, you've had him on the show. He's going to end up being your champion there. He's also the champion down at Carolina. So he said their point season's over down there. But I ended up second. Darrell Powell was third. Adam Buchanan again was fourth. And then Shannon Woodring fifth. Juniors, Jaden Price, I know she's been on here. She ends up being the track champion over Hunter Buchanan, who was last year's champion, Adam's son. And then Bryant Crawford, Oakley Humphreys, and the Furman kid was Spencer Furman, I think you said was fifth. Sportsman was Jordan Philbeck, Robert Hammer, Robbie Philbeck, Aaron Clemens, and Mike Woodring. And then TCR's the Monte Leon kid, Joseph, wins over Hunter Buchanan and Bryant Crawford for TCRs. Now, they keep up with 6-0 points. I think 6-0 still has a couple more points races to go. But as far as your bracket classes, that's the final point standings.
That's cool. Yeah. That's some common names that we hear all the time. So, yeah, it's good to hear that for sure. So.
Yeah. That Monte Leon kid, I tell you, like I said, he's run he'll jump in there in pro as well. For that it's just an old Explorer. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's black and always shined up and clean. But he makes pretty solid runs. I've had to run him a couple of times, but there again, I mean, he's pretty solid. So
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Tom, you got anything for we?
Yeah, in closing, we at 932 followers on Facebook, and we'd like to get up over 1,000. We've jumped a good bit in the last couple of weeks, and if you ain't following us on Facebook, click and follow us, and YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and we do have shirts available, and don't forget, Junior Dragsters, we got stickers. If you want to win the race and get extra $25, it don't cost but $5 for one and $2 for $8. Come get them. You'll be eligible for $25, and
they're not just for sale, just for the juniors. We got
If you want to support us, come get you. You'll look cool at Stewart's race if you want to get some and put on your car or just over in general at the racetrack.
maybe Mark Joyce will give us a little shout out while he's announcing. So, anyways, Chad, appreciate you always coming on and helping us out.
On a quick note on that, I did have a couple people ask me. I mean, I got the stickers on the cars like, what's a Fat Rabbit and Stitch show? So I mean, I've plugged in. So
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
But yeah, thank y'all for letting me be on and appreciate you.
And congratulations on your weekend. I know you missed out on them points, but looks like you got paid.
Yeah, I mean, I can't go to the grocery store and get fat off of points. I got to be able to have money. So I mean, that worked out. So there again, I mean, I hope the whole bracket finals works out. I hope the weather cooperates. Because I mean, the IHRA bracket finals, and then the following weekend will be the WDRA bracket finals. I mean, I'd like to see Shadyside get a good turnout at Union for that, and then Greer have a good turnout at WDRA for the bracket finals there as well.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Hayden, you can take us out of here. Mike and opportunity.
That's right.